good enough to eat, then it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
In kitchens across the Bahamas, the fiery kick of goat peppers is a familiar taste. But for Chantel Ferguson, it's the heart of a growing business. Sourcing these vibrant peppers from local farmers, she crafts rich, flavorful spices and sauces that bring the essence of the islands to every dish.
Kind of like I stumbled across dealing with the goat pepper. Basically, one day I made some sauce, and I sent them to my brother, gave him a little sauce that I make that I normally, like we all have a way of preserving our peppers. So I just sent a little bit of it with him, and he called me back, he was like, hey, where you get that sauce from? He's like, that bad. He's like, what you talking about? That's just a little something that I do just to preserve the peppers so they don't go bad. He said, well, you need to mark that.
What started as a passion for bold flavors has now turned into a brand that's catching the attention of quite a number of Bahamians. With every bottle and jar, Ferguson isn't just selling heat. She's bottling the essence of Bahamian tradition, one pepper at a time.
A lot of people ask me, well, why goat pepper? I love my country, love being a Bahamian, and I just feel like we're losing too much of ourselves, and like because goat pepper is something that's ours. Since I got started in the business, I understand also that goat pepper is gradually becoming extinct, and I would want to keep something that's ours for as long as I possibly can.
And her products aren't just regular sauces and powders. Ferguson continues to push the limits by adding peppers in unlikely places.
So my customer favorites are basically like the candies. What I did, I took the traditional Bahamian Benny peanut and coconut cake and added a gourmet twist on it with goat pepper. And then also the lime and pepper seasoning. That's everything you basically need in one packet for your seafood. But basically in our household, we use it on everything from seafood to chicken. We use it on vegetables. We use it on fruits. So yeah, and then also the hot sauces. Those are basically the favorites.
So if you're interested in trying any of Ferguson's products, head on over to Facebook and Instagram for more details. Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
The countdown is on. The first ever Excellence in Education Awards is coming to the Atlantis Resort on Saturday, February 22nd, 2025. I'm excited to host this red carpet event which honors
extraordinary educators and officers within the Department of Education for their exemplary service,
innovation, resilience, and commitment
to the advancement of education. We realize that our educators are the shapers of the future generations.
And we want them to know that their insights and contributions are deeply valued as they bring the curriculum to life.
The awards include over 16 categories aimed at celebrating the diverse contributions of teachers, officers, counselors, and special service workers.
See who will receive the District Best Practice Award.
Guidance Counselor of the Year, Technical Officer Best Practice, Innovation, Student Success Advocate, and Administrative Excellence Award.
Student Choice Award, and even the Unsung Hero Award.
The Bahamas is richer because of the sacrificial and brilliant work of these outstanding educators and officers in the Department of Education. So, join us
as we celebrate excellence,
resilience, and commitment,
and innovation in education.
Atlas Isle wants you to be a part of its workforce. Stay tuned for those details. And speaking of jobs, authorities at Charles W. Saunders's Primary are preparing their students for the workforce. We have the story on Careers Day. Plus, Conference, a special event held for young people. Stay close to see who attended. And coming up in sports, Family Island teams make their presence felt on Day 3 of the Hugh Campbell Basketball Tournament.
The Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm LaDawn Davis, and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're now on the 4th day of the Hugh Campbell Basketball Tournament. Let's dive right into the news, shall we? Atlas Isle Hospitality hosted a job fair today as it prepares to open its first restaurant in the country. Diane Dorsett has the details.
A new player is entering the Bahamas' restaurant scene. Atlas Isle Hospitality is expanding beyond New York, bringing its brand to Nassau. And on Wednesday, dozens of job seekers turned out for a chance to be part of the team. The job fair featured on-the-spot interviews for roles from chefs and servers to bartenders and hostesses. Head of HR, Santiago Guerrero, says they are focused not just on experience, but also on finding candidates with the right attitude and enthusiasm for hospitality.
The main thing that we're looking for is somebody that is hospitable, right? We're in the hospitality industry. We're in a country based in hospitality. So we're looking for a beautiful smile, good energy, welcoming, and then willingness to learn.
Danico Russell, a restaurant manager, shared the opportunities for growth that the restaurant presents, ones that he can personally vouch for.
There are many opportunities for growth. I would always say the growth depends on you. So if you come into the company and you seem as though you're someone promotable, you're dedicated, hardworking, you will be promoted. It won't go unnoticed. I'm a prime example. I went from a bartender to a manager in the company, so it happens.
Garrell says this job fair is just the beginning as they work to finalize their team and begin training.
We have big training as part of this opening, which will be a month-long training where we go both in service and hospitality, as well as knowledge of the restaurant, the food, and the drinks.
With their April opening just months away, he says he hopes to have the full team in place by March to begin preparations for their grand opening. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Diane Dorsett.
Thanks a lot, Diane. Well, Charles W. Saunders students given a taste of the real world and a chance to explore career options this past Wednesday. 15-plus representatives from small and medium-sized businesses were stationed at the school for the day, equipped to satisfy students' curiosity. Danielle Dean has a story.
You can call her a Jill of all trades. Entrepreneur Vanessa Burrows is a fierce mother of 3 students at the Charles W. Saunders All-Age School off Prince Charles Drive. And during the school's career fair earlier this week, she hoped her entrepreneurial spirit would rub off on the kids.
Transitioned over to car rental in 2021 when my husband died. So we now own SSG Car Rentals as well. And then we also sell men's suit, which is Kai J's Fashion. And I also do catering.
Her car rental business is the reason she's learned to make lemonade out of lemons.
So I rented a car, had a bad experience where the person didn't want to give me my deposit back. And I said, God, when I get over this, I'm going to have 10 cars. And I started with just get me 10 cars, so I never had car issue again.
There was even a coffin carriage on the school's premises, courtesy of second-generation funeral director, Yolanda Curtis. Many graduates have their mind set on a post-secondary field of study, but it's not often mortuary science.
Some persons may be more charismatic, and maybe they more to the funeral directing side and dealing with families. Other people, they more like the science and they like the hands-on things. They may more be prone to the embalming. Some of us are dual. So I want to show them different aspects.
Garnell Dames, Human Resources Manager at the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, ensured students that despite news garnering the most attention, there's much more to Z&S.
They can be an administrative assistant. We have production assistants.
She advised students that their next best step is to further their education.
There are many career opportunities here at the Broadcasting Corporation of Bahamas, okay? And while we have other media companies, we're still the #1 station, and we'd like to have them in the near future.
Ideally, students walked away having adopted this thought process.
I may never be a prime minister, never be a member of parliament, not even a governor general, but today, I can grow up to be a good citizen, and that's what we are really fighting for in our country, good citizens.
Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
In a beautiful display of love and community support, Blended Creations, a local organization, hosted a special event called the Conference or the Confunrence to show young people that they are loved, appreciated, and valued, especially at a time when so many are affected by negative influences, including crime and societal pressures.
But we wanted to do something for the children to make them feel loved, to remind them that they are worthy of being loved. We have a lot of kids in the Bahamas that aren't coming up in homes that, you know, show love the way we feel that or we know that it should be shown, but we wanted to remind them that they are worthy of being loved.
As Blended Creations moves forward with their plans to take the Confund Dance to various schools, they remain committed to spreading love, kindness, in addition to celebrating the kids. The Blended Creation team also sent a heartfelt message to parents. Take the time to show your children love in the simplest way, whether it's a hug, a kind word, or just being present.
This is actually because, you know, we had a lot of incidents recently with involving children, young children, teenagers, and it's actually been happening for years throughout the country, but we don't have enough support. Like, people really aren't paying attention to these crimes and things that's happening with children. Parents, we think that it's very important that you pay more attention to children. You know, sit down and have conversations with them, ask them how was their day, just have personal conversations. Everything doesn't have to be so serious, right? Everything doesn't have to be so serious, but if we have just simple, casual conversations with our children, we will learn a whole lot more.
And still to come, our total sports team is at the AF Adderley Gym on the 4th night of the Hugh Campbell Basketball Tournament, so keep it locked.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
The countdown is on. The first ever Excellence in Education Awards is coming to the Atlantis Resort on Saturday, February 22nd, 2025. I'm excited to host this red carpet event which honors
extraordinary educators and officers within the Department of Education for their exemplary service,
innovation, resilience, and commitment
to the advancement of education. We realize that our educators are the shapers of the future generations.
And we want them to know that their insights and contributions are deeply valued as they bring the curriculum to life.
The awards include over 16 categories aimed at celebrating the diverse contributions of teachers, officers, counselors, and special service workers.
See who will receive the District Best Practice Award.
Guidance Counselor of the Year, Technical Officer Best Practice, Innovation, Student Success Advocate, and Administrative Excellence Award.
Student Choice Award, and even the Unsung Hero Award.
The Bahamas is richer because of the sacrificial and brilliant work of these outstanding educators and officers in the Department of Education. So,
join us
as we celebrate excellence,
resilience, and commitment,
and innovation in education.
You're We're looking at a live shot of Lake Killarney. Neville Smith, our drone pilot, is out there flying tonight. Let's take our own flight down to Cat Island to see what's happening there. Officials say breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and the Member of Parliament for Cat Island, Prime Minister the Honourable Philip Davis, took this message to heart for students at the Cat Island All-Age School. The Prime Minister, along with Education Minister the Honourable Glenys Hannah Martin, provided a welcome continental breakfast as part of the National School Breakfast Program. The program, launched in October 2023, now reaches 91 schools, serving more than 11,000 students. Add to that, schools with breakfast saw attendance rise by 3.3 percentage points in New Providence and 4.5 percentage points in the Family Islands.
That impact is being reflected by meeting nutritional needs, by improving attendance, by being directly indicative of student performance in the classroom. And so this is a seemingly simple thing of serving breakfast, but the impact is multi-layered, and it's something I think that in years to come we will see in the statistics how important this is in student well-being and student performance.
Well, we're going to check in with our Amajal Knowles and our total sports team to see what's going on at the Q Campbell basketball tournament. Amo?
We're here at the AF Adderley Gymnasium site of day 4 of the 41st Q Campbell basketball tournament, and the stakes in tonight's session are a bit higher, as every team that's taking to the floor must win or they will be eliminated. Currently on the floor with the last minute actually of the game, the C.R. Walker Knights currently clinging to a 6-point lead over the Queens College Comets. Before we get back to the game, joining me is one of the organizers of this year's tournament, Mr. Paul Adderley. Mr. Adderley, just tell us a bit about how the tournament has been going so far.
Well, the tournaments are going smoothly as we had planned. This is the third day as has been seen with C.R. Walker going live now. It's intensifying. Those teams are losers playing losers, and then we're going to go tomorrow where the losers are continue playing losers, and after the losers playing losers, then we'll go into our finals.
Now, obviously the finals and the Final Four Elite Eight all this weekend. Normally the weekend is where we expect some high-paced, intense action.
Yes, well, we're expecting more customers to come out, more supporters to come out as we intensify and as we get to the finals of our Q Classic competition. And so we are asking those supporters to come out and our alumni to come out and support us.
Good stuff. Appreciate it, Mr. Adderley. We'll have more from you from this game, as well as action on day 3 just after the break.
Here at Solomon's, we don't just believe in great brands. We believe in creating unforgettable memories and celebrating everyday living with you and your family. Every aisle is filled with all you need. A great value with variety and a selection of all your favorite groceries and products. Saving you time and keeping you on a budget. Great food changes everything. Shop at your local Solomon's for food, for family, for you.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home health care supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price. And you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
What? You don't know what TDC is?
Tourism Development Corporation?
You mean the Ministry of Tourism?
No, that ain't the same thing, but the Tourism Development Corporation helps develop and grow behemoth businesses in the tourism industry. You hear what they say, boy?
But yeah.
Develop and grow. You don't know what all the things they do?
What does do?
Hey, check the website, boy.
Start your journey to ownership of our #1 industry today. Log on to tdcbahamas.com.
It's time once again for the Sir Durward Knowles National Sailing Championships, February 20th through 22nd from the Montague foreshore. Over 200 junior sailors from around the Bahamas will be putting their sailing skills to the test, and ZNS TV 13 will be there to bring you all of the action. That's the 5th annual Sir Durward Knowles National Junior Sailing Championships, Thursday, February 20th through Saturday, February 22nd, live on ZNS TV 13.
The Sports Report has been brought to you by the Sir Durward Knowles National Junior Sailing Championship.
Welcome to your Thursday evening sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, and as you can hear behind me, the atmosphere in AF Adderley is certainly electric as the stakes are high. Every team that will take the hardwood tonight will be in a win or go home situation. Currently, the C.R. Walker Knights and Queens College locked in a affair in the fourth quarter, score tied at 46. But yesterday we had some of our teams from the Family Islands and the powerhouses out of Grand Bahama taking to the court on day 3. Our Eugene Stewart tells us more in this report.
Day 3 of the 41st edition of the Hugh Campbell Basketball Tournament continuing yesterday at the AF Adderley Gymnasium with teams from the Northern Bahamas making their way to the capital. From the plane straight to the gym, the Agape Eagles out of Abaco would leave their mark against the Bishop Michael Eldon Warriors 52-17 and scraping away against St. George's Jaguars 42-38. Head coach of the Eagles, Stephen Johnson, reflecting on the victory.
We've been working for this moment for 10 years. This is a big win for us. They're always in the top 5 in the country, and this is a big staple win for us. I'm very proud of the boys. I just told the boys, let's keep pushing, you know. The furthest we've ever made it under me is top 12. That was last year. We're going 8-4-2. We're going to see how far we can get. We were here at Christmas for a tournament. I host a tournament in October, so we try to get as many games, and we also play Night League in the men's league, so that helps a lot too.
GBSSA runner-ups, the Sunland Baptist Academy Stingers, stepping on the Patrick J. Bethel Mighty Marlins, also out of Abaco, 47-22. Tyrus Williams led the way with 11 points and 6 rebounds. Defending GBSSA champions, the Tabernacle Baptist Falcons, in action against the SC Boodle Dynamic Dolphins. Tabby would crush this one 75-26. Remarking on their victory was Gianno Murray, who added 16 points.
Shooting the ball well, sticking together and always believing in our teammates, trusting each other to hold the weight for each other. We'll pull it off by just playing hard defense, playing hard, sticking together, shooting the ball well.
And in the feature game of the night, GSSA champs, the Anatole Rogers Timberwolves, will take on the Gateway Christian Academy Eagles. Anatole, with some strong defensive pressure, would go up 43-28 at halftime and come out with their first dub, 58-31. With teams already facing one loss, it's either win or go home. Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I'm Eugene Stewart.
A record-setting night for Bahamian collegiate swimmer Lamar Taylor and his Tennessee Vols teammates. The men's 200-meter free relay team shattering the NCAA record in that event. The lineup of Taylor, Jordan Crooks, Guy Carib, and Nikolai Blackman clocked a staggering time of 1 minute 12.80 seconds to blow past the previous record of 1 minute 13.35 seconds held by the University of Florida. Crooks led things off with a split of 17.96. Carib followed up with the second fastest split at 18.04. Taylor would keep the momentum going with a split of 18.25, and Blackman anchored the final stretch with an 18.55 effort to claim the Vols' first SEC title in the event since 2001. In boxing news, Bayman Carl Heald, in an effort to continue his winning streak as a professional boxer, will put his World Boxing Association's Fedicarb Super Welterweight title on the line for the third time when he returns to Colombia to fight next Wednesday.
Heel will head to Santa Marta to take on Anthony Saez from Venezuela, who at age 30 sports a 4-4 win-loss record. They will square off in the main event for 8 rounds. Heel coming off his successful debut at home as a pro with his 9th straight victory as he stopped Edwin Gamboa on Christmas Eve at the Bahamas Resort. The Bahamas Pickleball Federation achieving a remarkable milestone by securing the silver medal in the senior division of the inaugural Caribbean Pickleball Championships Cup held in the Grand Cayman. Along with several gold medals, the tournament featured teams from the Cayman Islands, Bermuda, Jamaica, Trinidad, and Tobago, as well as Antigua and Barbuda. Pickleball continues to gain momentum globally. The Bahamas' strong performance at this inaugural event signifies a promising future for the sport within the country.
So you're joining us in progress. Foul on C.R. Walker with 0.1 seconds, and that will be all as the clock expires and the C.R. Walker Knights advance and the Queens College Comets are eliminated. They join several other schools that were eliminated today that include Greenville Prep, 8 Mile Rock, Azaz Calios, and more from the final day. Well, not the final day, more from Thursday's action in tomorrow's sportscast. Signing out from the AF Adderley Gym and Amajal Knowles to check on weather when we return.
The Sports Report has been brought to you by the Sir Deward Knowles National Junior Sailing Championship.
Candid Security offer a varied range of security services, including guard service. We do armored service, we do pre-employment investigation, background checks, also get people for employment. A live business hosted PBX is extremely important to our operation.